Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're going to be doing issue 94 of our Tumbler build. Let's get going. Okay, so we are back on the Tumbler. There's not a lot to do in this one. In fact, it corresponds with a lot what we've already done in the last issue. There is the box. It's all the way over here for some reason. So that's what we're getting. I will do a shout out on the next video for all the comments. So if you want to comment, shout it out in the next video, leave a comment here. But I just want to plough through this one. It's fairly straightforward, very easy one. But this is 94. We're getting this big box. It's only one piece. We do need our Lazy Susan, because at this point we're going to find out exactly what we're going to do in with this. We also need the whole unit section that we built before, so the sides and the roof section. We all need that. We also need the motherboard, the battery pack, and the remote control. So without further ado, let's get on with this. Wire it all up, because that's what we're doing today. We're going to check the ailerons and see how they work. So let's get on with this. Okay, so I'm on the handheld because it's just easier to sort of do this. So let's have a look and see what we get with issue 94. So if I can do this with one hand. We're going to need all these wires, and I've wired it up already, but I will show you. Okay, there we go. So in here we get our I think this is basically the stand for it. So basically all we're going to do is pop this in like that, and then that should spin like this. I think at some point we're going to get, because there's a screw hole here all around, so I think at some point we're going to be maybe screwing something around that bit there, but it spins, and this will be the base, I would imagine, that the tumbler will sit on. So that is it. That's literally all we're doing in this issue, or the parts anyway. Then we're going to come on to wiring up. So we're going to grab our motherboard, our battery pack, and the remote. We are going to connect up all these wires. So we've got 21, which is that one there, 21 and 22. Then we've got 35, which is here. So in here we should have 35 there. We've got 36 there, and that one's 37. So it's all wired up. And then the next thing we're going to do is just going to test it on. So this is the little switch. So as soon as we turn this on, we should get the headlights. Now the headlights are on this cluster here, just here. So you've got 2 here and 2 down there. So we're going to turn it on. Turn the headlights on. Hang on a sec. There we go. So we've got the headlights on. All the headlights are working. Brilliant. We're going to then turn the spotlights on. So there's one there and one there. So we're going to touch the spotlight one. There we go. They are working. Brilliant. And the next thing, and we're going to turn them off as well, just so we don't waste the battery. So we're going to push this button. Just here. And the ailerons are going to move. Well, move not very much. So let's put it around here. And we'll just keep an eye on them ones. And I think that is about as much as that is about as best as they're going to get, and that is because of these parts here. So you can loosen these up to make them move a little bit better. But actually, I think I'm going to leave them like this because they're wired up, but you can move them still. You can obviously loosen them at the either ends here. So what I'll do is I'll pull these up so they're up like that. Now they are connected in. I know some people have had problems with them connecting in the sides here. What I had to do is basically just bend it very, very slightly because they can easily snap off inwards to make them latch on. We're going to push it again. And they were never going to move. I mean, even now, I mean, you can manually... That was about as far as we ever were going to get them anyway. And if we push this one down, maybe that won't go up. Right. See what I mean? They're not... You know, I'm happy that they slightly move. Also, as well, I think they should move while the sound is playing. That's the other thing as well. Where's the speakers down here? Yeah, so the speaker does the sound, obviously, but the sound goes and then they move. So you can sort of... Also, with that sound, I don't know which ones make them go up and down. Is that sound that makes them go down and that one go up? I mean, they don't move enough to know, do they, really? In all honesty, I think they should move a lot more. But again, how often am I going to get this remote and keep pushing the spoilers up and down? I'm just not going to. But like I said, I think if you loosen the screws in here, in this bit here, and this bit here, I think they would move a lot more freely. Maybe, I don't know. But I want them stiff enough so I can move them. Right? I don't. You know, I'll only want them in one position anyway. And yeah. They are what they are, I think. I'm more interested in sort of the cockpit with the roof, and I'm more interested in that working. But I do like the fact that we got the spotlights working. I mean, this thing is going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. But I'm happy with how it is, despite, you know, sort of... It's the same with... I mean, if you look at the remote here, I suppose it's the same with the left and the right. So that's the steering. Once again, I'm never probably going to use that. I will probably use, you know, the headlights, dashboard, cockpit, and cannon. Maybe jet. Maybe the jet. But obviously these ones don't do anything at the minute. But yeah, I'm quite happy with all that. Now, as you can see, that turns on it. But so it says now to take the batteries out. Well, those batteries have been in there since we tested all the electrics that long ago, and they haven't leaked. They haven't done anything. Haven't drained. Same goes for the battery in here. Once again, it's been in there the whole time. I have not taken the battery out of this at all. At any point, though it does say in the magazine to take the battery out and take them out because it drains them. Now, the only problem I have with that, and I'll just show you what it says. It does say, once you have completed the test, turn the button on the switch off the off position. Yeah, I might as well actually do that. So that's off now. It says and disconnect the cable from the main board 34. Alright, it's asking us to disconnect all the wiring now. Also remember to remove the AA batteries from the battery box and do the same with the battery button of the remote control. Carefully place all components. Now I don't know why it's asking us to do that. There's no need for us to do that because you got to think when this thing is built, you're going to be leaving the battery in, aren't you? You're not going to be taking them in and out all the time. I don't understand that. But anyway, now we've seen it all work, I just got to now disconnect this on. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm not overly bothered about the spoilers. Like I said, I'm able to manually move them still. Even though they're connected up, you're still able, obviously, as you saw, to manually move them. Now, we always knew that they were never going to move very far anyway. There was never going to be much movement in them anyway. On the bigger scale ones that they've done, I think Jazz Inc. have done one, and obviously Hot Toys have done one. They're all manual anyway, so you can move them up and down as you want. So I don't know why they've decided to have them mechanically moved. I mean, it's a cool little feature, don't get me wrong. I just don't understand it because they don't move very much anyway. I suppose it's cool, you can push it and it goes up and down. In the movie, they don't move very much. There is a point, I think, on Batman Begins when he's jumping over the rooftops. I think he puts them down. I think that may be one or two of the only times you actually ever see them move. Anyway, so I will still wire this up. I just won't be pushing the spoiler button on this very much. We have now disconnected everything, so I can lift this section up now and show you. I mean, it is looking absolutely badass. Now, coming on to issue 95, we must be doing more on this section in issue 95. And the reason I say that, by the way, we still haven't got the back wheels. just want to put that in there because lots of people keep saying to me, and on our live stream, which we do every Sunday with Mark over at Mark Mods, is we still haven't got the back wheels. Anyway, issue 95, it says we get the lower left and right panels, and we do get a lot of screws. Look at that. I don't know where these panels go, to be fair. Right, lower right and left panels. So is that going to sit on this part, on this lower bit maybe? But there is, for those dude panels, there's lots of screws here. So I'm on the suggestion we are going to be connecting lots of stuff up. Get your predictions in right now what we're going to be doing, because there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 different screws there. So get your predictions in. I think we may actually be connecting the cockpit onto the main frame. And then maybe connecting some bits up. We've got to be getting close to connecting this stuff up. So we are going to be doing quite a bit, I think, in issue 94, which is nice. But yeah, in terms of this, I know some people said that surely can't be the stand. It's definitely a lot bigger now than it should be. So that just fits, sort of just places there. Now, there must be something that goes in here, because they are screw holes here. Can you see them? I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that just sits sort of over the top. But yeah, the car. Now we did think originally that the car would sit on this disc. Then the car was raised, and now this is a lot bigger. So the car will definitely 100% will be sitting on the top of this. I know a lot of people were saying, but it's got the sign there. Now, if you remember back in issue 1, we got a metal plaque that said the Batman Tumbler. And I think that's what we're going to use to display it. But this is basically the sort of display base. So this is what it's going to sit on. Like, pretty much like we've got with RoboCop and we've having with Optimus Prime and stuff like that. It's just a display base for it to sit on, which is really nice. And it's mainly, I think, for the front wheels, because I don't think those front wheels are going to move. They're going to be a bit like those ailerons. I don't think they're going to move very far left or right anyway. And it will need to have some raisedness, something up. Because I think if it's on full weight and on 4 wheels, or 6 wheels actually, I don't think those motors are going to turn those wheels. I just think there's too much pressure on that. So I think this is designed to sit on here, and then you can move the wheels left and right. But yeah, it does. And not only that, you can then spin it while it's on here, so it will sit on there, and then you can turn it around. I suppose it's quite good if you've got a display or you've got it on a desk or something, and you want to just sort of, I don't know, spin it around. I suppose it's quite good. We're going to just put them away now. Put all the electrics away as well. But yeah, get your predictions in. Issue 95, what the hell are we going to be putting on? I think we're going to be connecting the chassis up. Maybe some more light. Maybe some more of these lighting. Maybe we're going to be putting in the headlights. I don't know. Like I said, get your predictions in. That is it from us here at the Nexus. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, all that sort of stuff. Comment in this video, and I will do a shout out from the last 2 videos. And yeah, that's it from us. So until then, we'll see you later, guys.
Tune into the channel. Nexus is the name. All the hottest content, you'll never be the same. Laughs and thrills, excitement.